Hey, you three, get up. Oh, I'm tired. What's wrong? What are you trying to tell us? What, are you trying to tell us you're being interrogated this early in the morning? That's a little early even for me. No, it's just the opposite. You're being released. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Is there a reason for this? Yes, I'd like to consider myself that reason. Oh, Mabel. Mayor Mabel! Well, what an unusual place to be meeting you. I'm really sorry about everything that's happened to you, but don't worry, your names have been cleared. I don't completely agree with everything, but this is a request coming from Mabel herself. You better remember to thank her. So you mean Mayor Mabel stood up on our behalf? No, that's not exactly it. I just explained your situation to General Morgan. Our situation? Yes, I have one question for the both of you. Are you really the children of Cassius Bride? Yes, it's right. This is Estelle Bride, and I'm his adopted son, Joshua. I see. Now that you mention it, the girl does slightly resemble Lena. You knew my mother? Yes, I enjoyed your mother's cooking on several occasions when I visited your home in Roland. Why, in fact, we even met once when you were just a baby. Now, wait just a minute. You're a personal acquaintance of my dad's? I knew that he was in the military before, but... I don't know Cassius Bright the Bracer. The only Cassius I know is the one from the service. He was a rare strategist. Strategist? Dad? I just can't imagine what he saw in the Bracer Guild. It makes me angry just thinking about it. You'll have to excuse me. What's wrong with him? It seems like your father was a brilliant officer in the military. I've heard from the general that he tried several times to get your father to change his mind about retiring. I didn't know that. Somehow it feels hard to believe. However, if that's the case, the general's hatred for Brazos may stem from Cassius leaving the army. From the vexation of being left by one of his most promising men. I get the same impression. So what you're saying is our lives are such a pain because of Dad? That dirty, rotten scoundrel! How about we return to Bosa now? With the island being found, the situation has taken a new turn. So there are a number of things I'd like to discuss with you. Oh, sure. Is something the matter? I'm definitely ready to get out of here, but it feels like we're forgetting something. I didn't mention it. What could it be? Oh, how callous people can be at times. How could you forget about a companion who spent the night with you in a cold, hard cell? How lamentable, how pitiful. Fine, be that way. I shall wither away friendless and hungry alone in this dark purgatory. Is he still here? Yeah, I completely forgot about him. I'm sorry to say this, but there's not much we can do for you. Is he the musician I heard about? The one who chucked that bottle of Grand Chardonnay without a second thought? Ah, indeed, that is I. Yet, my fair lass, I would be heartbroken if you took my intentions the wrong way. For you see, I perceived is an advance payment for the exquisite service that I was about to render. You're quite an interesting character. Alright, I'll see what I can do to bargain with the general for your release. Really? Truly, you would do such a kind service for a man such as myself? I think that may be asking a bit much. If the restaurant takes this to trial, there's going to be at least a lawsuit. Well, there's no need to worry about that. You see, the owner of the restaurant is me. Huh? And that Grand Chardonnay was the very one I bid on. That being the case, I'm fairly confident there won't be any other problems over the matter. I can't believe you were released. It's like a stroke of bad luck. Please don't lay on the compliments too thick. Well, that pains my soul that I partook of such a fine wine without paying a single meter. Shall I play the piano in the restaurant per our contract to remedy that? I think I'm going to have to pass on that. After what happened, I think it would be a bit awkward having you back there. I, for one, don't think he'd mind a bit. Yeah, he sure does seem to have some thick skin. I should think of this as an unfortunate incident for the both of us. But I don't think I can't just let things go like this. Let's see. It seems like you're investigating something at the moment, right? How about I lend my assistance in return for the wine? Huh? Well, that does sound interesting. Could I ask you to join these braces in the work? Huh? Could you ever? Sit settled, let our new working relationship bloom like a magnolia in the heat of spring. Hold on a sec. What did we do to deserve that? Your general weirdness aside, simply having an amateur like you around is honestly going to be a pain. Are you confident that you won't be a drag on our work or our sanity? Well, I'm somewhat confident in my marksmanship and magic. But of course, I'd be distressed if you tried to list my music tunes in the same group. It's the kind of line that gets me really worried. But maybe we could use an extra hand. As long as we can't count on the army to help us out, I have the feeling that we'll be short on manpower. Well, alright then, we'll use you for what you're worth. However, if we do happen to conclude that you're not worth your weight, you're down from the party. Are you going to be okay with that? Haha, of course I don't mind. I never let you down, so please be reassured. Well, my expectations of you are pretty much at the rock bottom anyway, so I know you won't let me down. I'm glad things are settled between you all. But before you go, there's something I need to tell you. Tell us? Actually, the town did seem pretty nosy as we were headed here. What happened? Truth be told, last night there was a large-scale burglary in Bose's South Block. The weapon shop and Orbit factory were targeted, as well as a number of private residences. What? So what was this the work of the Sky Bandits? It's unknown at the time, but it seems highly probable. A unit of the Royal Army is currently conducting an investigation. I see. Guess we better do an investigation of our own then. Yes, I'd like to formally request that you do that. I'll send a payment over to the guild for the work you've done so far. Please make use of the money for your current investigation expenses. I have a feeling that the army is going to get in our way again. But I guess it happens. When it happens, it happens. Whether they get in our way or not. I don't think we should be forthcoming with the army about any information we come across. Because if there's really a spy in their midst, they just leak it to the Sky Bandits. Though I'm reluctant to say it, I also think it's for the best to keep quiet about our findings. Anyway, let's act with prudence. Alrighty, my bosom companions, shall we head to the South Block? Look, buddy, who made you king of the show? So, welches Level ist er? 15. Hat Needler, Leather Jacket, Wolf Boots. Okay. Wir sind also ungefähr gleich. Background-Ding. Was ist mit deinem Orbmans? Gebe ich dir mit Eagle-Eye. Wie viel Pay from my welfare investigation are first as far? Ist richtig, 6000 Mira. Huh? But why? Da war doch... Alter, ich fange an... Das ist doch Bullshit. Ich hab doch... Oh, come on! So geht's nur hoch. Probably some important information we haven't gathered. We should continue to ask around, but long as we bekommen. Ich wollte doch eigentlich das Monster... Look at store was by the burgers as well. I guess this isn't the time to be talking about business deals. My factory and all my goods are gone. I've got to report this to either the army or the Bracer Guild ASAP. Now hold on just a minute. If either one of those groups saw what was written in its stolen ledger. Yikes, I've been a word of word. Okay. Ist das neu? Okay, meinen hatte ich schon. Damn it! My shops got robbed of a bunch of thieving criminals. And they took off with every last one of my precious goods too. Why did this have to happen to me in a time when there's hardly any goods around to begin with? Are you the bracelet we heard about? Since the mayor has asked you to look into things, I have no choice but to allow it. Just don't get in the way of the Army's investigation. I'm not trying to be rude, but this is an official investigation. Move it along. Okay. I've got burglars running amok in the city. I swear what's happening to both. It's just glad they left this house alone. I'm baffled as to why. They clearly didn't do their homework in the city. Ah, ich musste kurz was trinken. Fortunately, this house was untouched in the burglaries, but at a time like this that it makes you feel uneasy when there's no man at home. I'm just glad that Mirano brought Simon over to watch the house. I was shocked when I heard about the South Block being hit by burglars. Mirano's mother was here alone, you see. Okay. Okay. Was war das wieder? Okay. Okay. So it's here the precious moment to take by these crooks. Oops, me and my big mouth has pretended like I didn't just tell you that. What I mean to say is, why don't you just ask her about it after I get done here? Okay, kann nichts angucken. Seems that the group of Sky Bandits in the open consisted of 2 females and a male. Rumor has it that they've got children in the mix. What, those people weren't Sky Bandits? Yeah, this one turned out really cute. Yeah, is this how we wanted this one? Yeah, sure, something like that. We really got screwed, you know that? Hmm? Good afternoon, are you working on another story? Looks like you two are on the trail for Scoop again. Hey, it's you kids. Oh, it's Sam Joshua. Boy, am I glad to see that they let you out of the clinker. Yeah, I heard all about you kids getting arrested by the army up at the old mine. You certainly had me worried. Why are you acting like you had nothing to do with it? It was your info that led us to the village. Hey now, what kind of face is that? Don't tell me you blame us. Did you go and check out the abandoned mine yourself? Yeah, we did yesterday, but it was after you all had already been hauled off. We could have had a really great shot of your arrest had we been there. It really guts me that we missed such a perfect opportunity for a great shot. I swear you people in the news business. But anyway, I was wondering if you thought this looked like the handiwork of the Sky Bandits. It sure looks that way to me. It seems that the army is sniffing around for clues too, but to be honest, it looks like there's nothing to be found here anymore. I see, that does make things a bit more difficult. Well, Mr. Reporter, why don't you let me ask you this then? Do you know from whence the Sky Bandits entered town? According to witness statements, they were seen leaving through the west gate. Well, that's awfully strange. The mayor's residence in Bosemarket are right through the west gate. It seems like attacking those two places would be far more lucrative. when you put it that way, that makes a lot of sense. But if you don't mind me asking, who the heck are you anyway? I'm glad you asked. I'm Olivia Lenheim, a wandering bard and gifted musician. I'm sure you've heard rumors about me, right? Alright, you're the guy who drank wine without paying at the classy restaurant. It takes guts to stiff such a big bill. It's an honor to meet you, sir. You're making me blush. I'm ready for any interview anytime, so don't hesitate to ask. Oh, really? I'm getting a headache just listening to this crap. These two are very much alike. I'm not even going to ask how this guy wound up with the rest of you. That will be for the best. It looks like the burgers make up for nearly everything. Could have thought of what was looked up last night. Okay, 9. Okay. Hey, you there! What, is something wrong? I thought I'd better give you a word of advice. Even if you're representing the mayor, at the end of the day you are still civilians. We cannot have you wandering around here in the middle of our investigation. Who do you think you're talking to? Your advice seems rather more like a threat. I'm just saying you need to know your place. But if you're so adamant about investigating the matter, then do it after we've cleared out of here. If you get any more trouble out of you, then I'm going to have to give you a personal invitation to jail. Forget about it, Estelle. There's no use arguing with these gentlemen. Huh, for an ass in a lion's skin, you sure know how to throw your weight around, Mr. Soldier. What did you just say? May I ask what's going on here? Colonel? For such a prestigious royal army to be threatening our good citizens, that is an outright embarrassment to us all. But these aren't just civilians, sir. They're members of the Bracer Guild. Oh, is that so? Then I ask you once again, what is going on here? The army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. What do you intend to accomplish by being rude to our allies? But as far as the general is concerned... Ah, yes, that side of the general really concerns me. I'll take over the investigation from you, so please take your men and clear out. But, sir, your men have been here since early this morning, so I presume that a sufficient investigation has been conducted by now, yes? I'll smooth things over to the general later. Is there anything else you wish me to address? No, sir. Alright, man, pack it up. We're returning to the Haken Gate. It looks like that's dead. It seems itself our personnel were rather impolite. Please allow me to apologize. I appreciate the gesture, but we made some slightly inflammatory remarks as well, so how about we let bygones be bygones? That suits me just fine. As I stated before, the army is supposed to be working closely with the guild. I think our two organizations work together grants us each the ability to make up for the other's shortcomings. I'm looking forward to any progress you make with the recent series of events. Thank you, we'll do what we can. He seems like a decent guy. Yeah, I wonder who he is. Colonel, it's almost the appointment time. Oh, already? Excuse me, but it appears I must take my leave. Oh, but before I do, it looks like I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Alan Richard, a colonel in the Royal Army. If there's anything I can do to assist you, please don't hesitate to contact me. Colonel Richard, I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. Neil was the one who mentioned his name earlier. He said something about him being a sharp young officer who leads the Royal Army's intelligence division. Alright! Wow, for some reason, someone in the military, he sure knows how to listen to others. Probably in his mid-30s, and he's not hard on the eye either. He seems like he's more fit to be a politician than a service member in the army. Hey, you guys! Who was that you were just talking in a black uniform? I could swear I've seen him somewhere before. Are you trying to tell me you didn't recognize him at all? It was Colonel Richard of the Intelligence Division. You know, the guy you mentioned earlier. What? You're not pulling my leg, are you? As fun as it would be. Nope. He said so himself, so I'm very confident he's who he says he is. To think that the legend himself would show up here. We can't wait around here like this any longer, Dorothy. Let's see if we can catch up to him. Aye, sir, although I'm really not sure why we're chasing after anyone. Did you see his eyes light up? I wonder if he's going to do an interview or something. Anyone else in the army will brush him off, but I'm sure the colonel will be obliged him. What's the matter with you, Olivia? You look serious, and I gotta say I find it creepy coming from you. I was just thinking about the colonel. I'll be the first to admit that he's quite a specimen of a man. But what? I can't say with confidence that he doesn't stand a chance against me when it comes to the ladies. But I'd like to see him try just a little harder. It's so far without a romantic rival. You just had to ask, didn't you, Joshua? I regret it for the rest of my life. Alright, let's see here. Now that the soldier's gone, how about we resume our own investigation? Let's start by talking to all the people we couldn't talk to earlier. Good idea. Ja, was machen wir beim nächsten Mal? Und dann würde ich sagen, war es das heute mit Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal. Bis dann, Leute. Ciao.